Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah, I'd like a hot dog all the way, please.
Coming up. Here you go.
Thank you. Ew. What is this?
That's a corn-based hot dog flavored tube-shaped thing. It's almost good. That'll be $4.50.
You know what? No thanks.
If almost good enough isn't good enough for you, why would it be good enough for your pet? Add Kennel Kelp to your furry friend's diet. Sprinkled on your pet's food, Kennel Kelp helps with arthritis pain and stiff joints. It can also reduce shedding, fill in missing areas, and improve their looks. Healthy pets show even more energy and have better attitudes. See results in 4 to 8 weeks. The good news is, Kennel Kelp isn't just for pets. It's good for you, too. Sprinkle it on your cereal, or use it instead of table salt when seasoning your food. Kennel Kelp is the holistic care solution for pets and their people. Safe for dogs, cats, birds, cows, chickens, reptiles, almost anything that walks, flies, or slithers. It's a holistic health solution for humans, too. To learn about their many products, visit kennelkelp.com. Get Kennel Kelp for a happier, healthier life.
Hello, yes, and good morning, and welcome to the Kennel Kelp Holistic Healthcare Show, and I'm your host, Bill. Good Tuesday morning, June the 19th, 6:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today I want to talk about BH Cells Kennel Kelp and my Sea Vegetables, array of Sea Vegetables, my BH Cells Power Trio, and my Sea Miracle 7, the Earth and Clays, Sacred Clay Water. Talk a lot about using Kennel Kelp in the treatment of animals, but it's also a superb human supplement, and there's many ways to introduce it to your body. Kennel Kelp, in my own entourage of treating my own chronic arthritis, which is most profound in my extremities, mostly my fingers, my elbows, and my shoulders. You know, lots of what I've talked about in the past is my Kennel Kelp poultices alone by themselves, just the Kennel Kelp, also combined with my Earth and Clay, Sacred Clay, diatomaceous earth, how I imbibe those cocktails with my tourmaline water, my Sea Miracle 7, liquid 7 strains of kelp and sea vegetables, and my powdered Kennel Kelp as well as my flake kelp. And when Kennel Kelp releases a gel, when you use it as a poultice, which the body absorbs, relieving the pain and soothing skin problems associated with chronic arthritis, I'll often put a Kennel Kelp poultice wrap right around my hands. My hands are the most profound for me with my arthritis. And Kennel Kelp, when used as an additive to baths and used as kelp wraps and poultices, when you add my Power Trio of Earth and Clay and diatomaceous earth and Himalayan salt to the water as well, CombiningSea Miracle 7 and Kennel Kelp Power Trio provides optimum health and relief of arthritis and other forms of chronic pain. And when you add a PhD C7 Tech Scalar Energy Chip to enjoy even more chronic pain relief, the chip provides the balance. I wear one myself, and I've been on the Sea Miracle 7 for about 4 months now, and I've noticed a discernible difference, and I've fit the Sea Miracle 7 2 milliliters per day into my Sacred Clay water that I've talked about before here in back issues. I want to do a little outtake here of how the scalar energy benefit supports the body's energy levels and the energy field. It may alleviate soreness, aches, and pains. It helps reduce the inflammation, and it supports the flexibility that I need with my own chronic arthritis. It can protect the DNA from damage. It supports emotional balance and assists in stress management. The chip itself, with all the negative microwaves that are coming in my own housing complex, which is a condo association, which I've talked about before, with all the satellite dishes and stereo equipment, cable equipment, and so forth, and the large prevalence of electronic interference, which does indeed negatively affect the energy of the human body as well as pet bodies and plants. It may neutralize this negative energy and protect the cells from harmful electromagnetic waves. That's the chip itself. You should check out the C7 technology over at my website. It helps bring balance and harmony to the body. It helps unclog the blood cells for better oxygenation and blood flow. And when you introduce the C7 Miracle Superfood, 7 strains and or the kelp or both, in my Power Trio, and start to eat paleo, I'll talk about my workout regime in a different show this week. It complements the immune and endocrine system functions, and it supports cell wall permeability, facilitating nutrient intake and waste elimination. The iodine content and the fructodian content are both key factors in kennel kelp in the weight control management, helping you drop toxins and factors that weaken the energy field, come from mental, emotional, physical, environmental pollution that's all around us. Poor water quality, you want to make sure you're drinking a good quality water. I talk a lot about tourmaline spring water. You want to take a look at that. We're at my website. Man-made electromagnetic energies, TVs, cell phones, radios, microwaves, remote controls, power line. Those all introduce negative energy into the body, and that will personify any chronic ailment that you have. In my own case, that's what will raise a lot of havoc with my own arthritis. It resonates with your body's natural frequencies, the PhD chip, C7 technology, to help you function more efficiently. It's capable of passing through solid objects with no loss of intensity. You can use it certainly for yourself, your pets, and your plants. As I say, I've used it intensely for my own arthritis and noticed great increase through the thermal. If I were to have it on thermal, you can check out the C7. They show thermal imaging on other patients and the glaring difference of the before and after shots, how it increases blood flow. The chips can be programmed to emit many frequencies compatible with human cells. And these frequencies work not only at the nano but also the pico level. And the majority of biological processes take place at the pico level. This is at the atomic and subatomic level that gets right to the cell, goes directly to the cell. So check out my informative videos there, and I'll let you listen to a little expose here.
Dr. Ben Johnson. I have 3 medical degrees, so some people call me doctor. I have an MD, a DO, and an NMD, naturopathic medical degree. And that's really broadened my experience, needless to say, so that I can look at things from different perspectives and try to look at people as a whole. I've made a major shift in my life and in my medical purpose, if you would, from treating patients and trying to get one person at a time well to trying to keep hundreds of thousands of people well. It's so much easier to stay healthy than it is to get well. You can change that response. You can change it from fear and anxiety to a feeling of well-being. Thermography is simply phenomenal in many ways, again, because it shows physiology. It's the only test where you can see pain, because as that nerve is damaged, it changes the blood flow, and that's imageable on thermography.
Do you have a headache right now?
You do?
You didn't see it.
You can't see pain on ultrasound. You can't see pain on CT. You can't see pain on MRI, but you can see it on thermography.
A little flare up above the forehead are common for headaches?
It is not a substitute for these other tests. It's different. It gives you different information.
You can see that there is a sinus congestive characteristic.
The public doesn't know much, but inflammation and lymphatic congestion are primary causes of cancer. Chronic inflammation is a primary cause of cancer. And you can see that very well on thermography because inflammation produces heat.
We're using the highest temperatures as being white, lowest temperatures as being black.
And lymphatic congestion is a primary cause of cancer. People don't understand lymphatics. The lymphatic system is the waste removal and the recycling center of the body. We don't have a little artery that goes to every cell in the body. In the same way, we don't have a little vein that goes away from every cell in the body. We leak. We leak by design. Out there at the end of the arterial system, we're kind of porous, and serous fluid leaks out of the vascular system and bathes the cells in nutrients, oxygen, all of your amino acids and essential fatty acids, everything that cell needs to live and be healthy. That cell takes those things in, and then it excretes its waste products into the surrounding area. Well, there's no vein to carry that off. It's collected in the lymphatic system. So lymphatic drainage is critical to healthy tissue.
Subsequent to the use of this, the heat emissions overall have reduced a significant change in such a short period of time.
With thermal imaging, if the system changes lymphatic congestion, we can image that. And if that really does that, that changes everything.
This is Dr. Ben Johnson. I'm Dr. Melvin. We see a considerable change in the congestive. This is the before. You can see all of this congestive characteristics here. And then an immediate dissipation of the damming of the venous and lymph fluids. Whatever this device has done is apparently made it easier to allow those fluids to return to the heart more readily.
That's a pretty dramatic change.
This is something that normally with the work that we do, it takes weeks to months to produce this type of response. And here we're seeing it in about 20 or 30 minutes, again, without changing anything other than wearing the product. Amazing.
Hello, and that was Dr. Ben Johnson. That audio is actually from a video that's available over at my website, and you can check that out at my kennelkelp.com website. And also, Dr. Jeff Lee, who I've talked about many times over the years, talks more about the PhD chip.
My name is Dr. Jeffrey Lee, and right here we're in a surgery room, and we've done a lot of surgeries on a lot of different kinds of animals, and have saved a lot of animals' lives. I'm a holistic veterinarian, been practicing over 30 years, and I use a lot of different modalities to treat the patient. For instance, acupuncture, osteopathic medicine, chiropractor. I started out using herbal medicine. I learned it from the margaritas in the Philippines. I found it really fascinating. So I've used alternative medicine for the last 30 years, and I've seen this work really well with less side effects and to be more curative than Western medicine. I see PhD as an alternative medicine. Our body is made up of an electrical field. Every cell in our body gives off these impulses. The contraction of our heart, our thought processes, conductions of impulses through our nerves. And when this electrical field becomes disrupted, we have problems and we have disease. By physical, environmental, emotional, any kind of stress can affect this biofeedback.